Welcome to this week's episode of Macgasm TV. I'm Brennan Schnell.
I'm Susie Kendrick.
And we're trying to get you guys off your computer and outside exercising while using technology. Because...
Hold on. We need to take a moment here. It's a sad day. My MacBook from 2007 has sadly passed away.
It didn't pass away. You killed it.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
death by coffee.
She's no longer with us. But this is a lesson to everyone that you need to stay healthy. Okay? Take care of yourself.
Also known as don't break your laptop or else you have to go outside. Not a fun time.
I spilled coffee on it.
Not good. So what do you have to talk about fitness-wise? We can talk about mine first or yours first?
Well, just to lead in, I guess, I recently ran a 5K. Thank you. And
Where's the medal?
It's at home. I should have brought it. Evidence.
There's no medal.
And I have never run anything before. I mean, I'll go to the gym and pump some iron, do some squats, squat it out. But I've never actually gone on a race.
Well, you weren't in a race. You were running.
In a race. It's a 5K race. Like, they time you.
Yeah, but what place did you come in?
I don't want to tell you. So anyway, the whole point was I ran it with my mom and sister. My mom, who's almost 60, and my sister, who's a bit younger than I am. So I was actually the slowest. My mom was pretty fast. But anyway.
She kicked your ass.
She did. She was awesome. Nice. We wore these shirts. That's why I wore it today. The headbands just for fun. So I wanted some kind of app to show me, well, teach me how to run.
Oh yeah.
So good. I have two to talk about. So the first one, it's called Ease Into 5K. And it's basically you have to run 3 times a week. And it tells you what to, like, to run or to walk. Yep. So you have your earphones in, you can pull in your music, and the guide tells you when to run and when to walk. And it's basically to train your endurance and build it up. And you're supposed to do it for 8 weeks leading up. Yep. Unfortunately, I got sick for about 3 weeks during the training, so I got behind. But I picked it up, and I thought I was doing well. And I ran the race, and I was like, oh my gosh, this race is a lot longer than I thought. And I realized it's because the Ease Into 5K app does it based on time, not distance.
Got you.
So, I mean, I think it's really good. I mean, it has a workout journal. You can log like how you felt that day, what the weather was like. You can put in your weight and things like that to kind of look at how many calories you lost. Like I said, you can pull in your music and make playlists. So it's a really cool app, and the guy just tells you when to run, walk, cool down, that kind of thing. My only thing with that app was that it didn't really show distance until afterwards. And I realized I had never actually run 5K or gone 5K before. So it was good, but that was my one thing. I want more distance.
So to transition from that app, Nike actually does a good job of doing that, and a lot of people have this built into their iPhone and they don't even know. It's in your iPod as well. There's a Nike Plus app in your iPod Nanos, and if you look here, I did a workout on February 21st, 2012. I just went on a bike, and you can actually... So
that was your last workout?
No. You can actually put this on the bike, and it'll play your music and keep track of your data from the bike into your iPod. Or if you just run free run, it'll track that as well. But like it shows that I did an 8-minute run or 8-minute bike, and I went 4.4K. Okay. And I burned 65 calories. So all this data will sync on the Nike Plus website and the data from your iPhone. Okay. So now I just started using the iPhone Nike Plus app because I bought a pair of Nike runners. And if you buy a pair of Nike runners, a lot of people probably don't know this, is you can buy a little device that goes in the shoe. Whoa. That doesn't just track if you're running with your arms, right? Because a lot of people who buy even the new Nike Fuel Band or the Jawbone, what's the Jawbone one called? Yeah, the Jawbone Up.
The wrist thing?
Yeah. What happens is if you're not running with your arms, it doesn't really track it. Well, you got to run with your feet. So you got no choice.
You do?
Well, you got to move your legs, and you're right. So this little device sits in the bottom of your shoe. It's not rechargeable, which sucks. And it costs about $20 or $30 to buy. It's just a little battery with a little button on there.
So you have to replace it when it runs out?
Correct. Okay. So I think it says it goes up to like 10,000 hours or something. So it does a pretty good job. And if you're not using, you're just using your shoes as normal shoes, they recommend you to take it out and put the little foam piece back in. But in the inside of the shoe, there's a little place for this little device. So you just put the little device in there. I gotta look what I'm doing. And then you just take your sole and put your sole back in there, and then tie your shoes up, and you go for your jog. Now that wirelessly syncs with the Nike Plus app that's automatically built in your phone. All you have to do is go to settings and just enable Nike Plus, and then it'll ask you for your weight, and it'll ask you for your gender, yada, 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 just to tell you your calories. And it also asks you to pick like a pump-up song. So if you're running and you're slowing down, your pump-up song will kick on, and it basically tells you to move your ass. So you got to run a little quicker. So before you start, you can calibrate your run and your walk, and you can pick, do you want a time workout, do you want a distance workout, do you want a calorie burn, and it'll set how many calories and tell you how you're doing. You also get a track of like that was my history that I showed you.
Okay.
But it all syncs up to the Nike Plus website, where you can go and track your entire lifetime of your runs and how many calories you're burning on average per week or per workout, what your beats per minute are, yada, yada, yada. And the good thing about what Nike Plus is doing with their new Fuel Band is you can challenge people on your workouts. So rumor has they're bringing that into their Nike Plus running shoe stuff, and they're also making new devices and different shoes for different types of workouts. So if you're a basketball player, you get the Nike Plus basketball stuff, and it tells you how much fuel you burn or how well of a workout you're doing. So Nike's like taking things to the next level. So you don't just have to wear something on your wrist; it's actually built into the shoes.
That's crazy. How much are shoes like that?
Well, the shoes alone were like $130 for the shoes, and then the little device was like $20 or $30. But all you have to do is go to any athletic store and find any shoes that have the little plus beside it with the name with the little plus.
Okay.
Any Nike shoes, and that means that it has a little hole for the little Nike Plus device.
Very cool.
And it's already built into your iPhone and ready to go. So you just keep your iPhone on you in your pocket, or your iPod Nano if you're running with that, and then the songs will change based according on how well you're working out or not.
And here is the most important question. What is your pump-up song?
It's a 30-minute remix of dubstep.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's called Fuck Step by DJ Arbiter. It's a pretty good 30-minute track.
Can you do like a beatbox dubstep?
No, I am not going to try that because that'll be embarrassing. So that's my workout little tip. I haven't really tried these too much yet. I ran with my iPod Nano, but I just got these. I walked around with them and did a walk or two with them, but I'm going to work out with these a little later on and let you guys know how they hold up.
That's cool. That's very cool. And then I found a solution for my distance problem. So actually, after I ran the 5K and then I still wanted to keep training, I found another app. It is called, in my health folder here, it's called Log Your Run. So it actually tells you how far you've gone while you're running. So I know, I've gone 2K or I've gone 2.5, and it actually shows you, it tracks you on a GPS, and you can actually save your route where you've gone. Again, you can pull in your playlists. But I like this app for that. I mean, I get Ease into 5K. It's for people it's basically from the couch to running 5K. Yeah. It was good for that, but now that I'm kind of into it, I like this app a bit more, just so I can actually track how far I've gone.
Yeah, Nike Plus does that too, so that's awesome that it does that, because there's a lot of apps that don't actually do that, and it'll actually lay out where you ran in the map, so it'll use your GPS and be like, yeah, you ran around Parliament Building, and then you ran back home, and it shows you how long you went, how long it took, and it tracks all that data, which is pretty nice.
And there's also an option to share your routes, so you can actually go on and share your routes with people, or you can see where other people have run, cool. And you can go and run the same routes.
That's cool. That's really cool. So the moral of the story is break your laptop and go outside and run. So that's it. That's all we got for you this week. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you check out some of these things and get up off your couch. So you can find us online at twitter.com/Macgasm, Macgasm.tv, Google Macgasm, like we say every week. We're there. You can find me at twitter.com/Brendan Schnell, and
I'm twitter.com/Susie Kendrick.
That's it. So go running. Bye.